welcome to tonight's 2026 Senior Night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Fenwick High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting OPRF Huskies and your Fenwick Friars. Tonight, we'd like to take a moment to recognize our 7 seniors from the 25-26 varsity girls basketball program. The Fenwick administration is here, Dr. Otto Rudd and Dr. John Finan. Our head athletic director, Mr. Scott Beeson, head coach, Lene Ferguson. The entire athletic department would wish to congratulate our seniors and extend Fenwick's appreciation to them and their parents for their participation over the past 4 years. Hard to believe, 4 years. Now let's meet our 7 seniors. Number 1, Headley with Michael, Courtney, and Michael. Let's meet number 11, Elissa Shelton with William. Number 15, Cammy Moore. Number 20, Grace Masterson with Martin and Kelly. Number 22, Madison Zorn with Craig and Bishop. Senior number 25, Zoe Gray with Chris and Vicky. Number 35, Giovanna Delacroix with Alfonso and Megan. As a personal note, some of these girls I had in the last year of my teaching. It's hard to believe they're seniors. After all, I'm a senior too. Let's give our seniors a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for all you've contributed to Fenwick High School and the Fenwick basketball program.
Welcome to Senior Nights here at Fenwick High School for the first ever broadcast of Fenwick Friars basketball, powered by Shellen Sports Media. My name is Aaron Shellen. My broadcast partner tonight is Mike Napolitano. And Mike, a bit of a diversion for us from the norm. We're usually in hockey rinks freezing our backsides off. Tonight we're in a nice warm basketball gym for Fenwick Friar girls basketball as Fenwick plays host to OPRF, the Huskies. And starting with the starting lineups first for the Oak Park River Forest Huskies. They come in 6-19 on the season, a 3-guard starting lineup. Sella Backeberg, a 5'9 junior guard, will get the start. Alongside her in the backcourt will be Taryn Drain, a 5'8 junior guard. Katara Watson, a freshman guard, 5'9", and the team's leading scorer. And then up front for OPRF will be Gabriella Chesney, a 5'9 senior forward, and Marie Spencer in the middle, standing 6 foot tall and a junior. And for the Friars, 8-14 on the season, Heaven Lee, 5'4 senior guard. Madison Zorovich, a 5'4 senior guard. Giovanni Del Torre, a 5'5 senior guard. And then up front, Alyssa Schultens, a 5'11 forward, and Zoe Dre, a 5'10 senior forward. So those are your starting lineups. Backeberg, Drain, Watson, Chesney, and Spencer for the Huskies. Lee, Schultens, Zorovich, Dre, and Della Torre for the Friars. And the JV squad were 10-point winners, 34-24 over the Huskies in the game right before this one. And we saw the senior day festivities, and now we're ready for a basketball. So we're going to be here a little bit here this spring. Looking forward to it, Mike. We got the girls' game today in a couple of weeks. We'll do the boys' game on February 13th, and then from there we'll see what happens. I know we're going to be involved in hopefully some baseball, some softball, some of the other spring sports. Really looking forward to it, and so far it's been nothing but 5 stars for Fenwick High School. Everybody that I've talked to, everybody that I've met has been wonderful. And Mike, now I'm going to stop talking and give you an opportunity to say hi to everybody.
No worries. Well, you mentioned it heating up here tonight. It's because it's senior night here in Friar Nation, so it's going to be a big game for these seniors, and you talked about those ones that are starting on the court for the Friars tonight. So Fenwick looking to complete the sweep here between the JV and the varsity game in girls basketball. I'm excited to be here, Aaron, and we've got a lively, entertaining
We do.
crowd
That's,
here
I think
today.
that's what I'm looking forward to. You and I were usually doing hockey games early in the morning, right? And everyone's got their coffee and they're bundled up and they're still waking up. We got a high school crowd here for this basketball game. I'm looking forward to not just the game, but the atmosphere as well. As you know, it's very noisy in here. The acoustics in this gym are quite acousticy, and it's a noisy arena, and I like that.
We're just about ready to start here. Friars taking the court here, and we'll line up for the tip-off.
Yeah, the black and gray for the Fenwick Friars. The Huskies go with the white jerseys with navy blue numbers with orange stripes. The name in the front piped in orange. And I don't know if you noticed, but Fenwick, they're all rocking those the bright bubblegum pink shoes. The entire roster. I think that's really cool. The tip is won by the Huskies.
That is another level when you can match with
the
entire
absolutely.
team.
You love that,
the entire
right?
bench has them.
Yep. There's Taryn Drain with the basketball. Backeberg holds it up high, just underway. Katara Watson, the team's leading scorer, just a freshman. She'll pick up the basketball here. She's having about 13 a game. She'll hold it up top. Huskies come out in a zone. Here's a 3 from the far wing that's long. Offensive rebound, Spencer. She goes down underneath the basket. We're going to get a traveling call here on Marie Spencer. So she picked up the offensive rebound, Mike, but went to the ground, and that's whistled for a foul. So first offensive possession coming up for the Friars right here. 7:25 left in the first quarter. And then Lee whips it over into the corner to Schultens and gets it right back. Oh, and just a giveaway there by Lee. Throws it right into the hands of Drain, who picks up her dribble in the backcourt. Finds Watson. Watson will drive, and she'll get herself a couple of free throws as we'll have a foul called here. I believe it's going to be on Zoe Dre. It will be number 25 on Zoe. That's her first, team's first.
It was a huge first turnover for the Friars. They kept the Huskies out on the perimeter, and then it looked as though there was going to be a foul down low.
First free throw rims around and out. Yeah, Heaven she sort of made the pass without looking, right? I think she expected her teammate to be open and didn't turn her head before she made the pass and led to a turnover. And now the Huskies trying to break the ice here. 55 seconds gone by in quarter number 1. Second free throw attempt for Katara Watson is good, so it's 1-0.
Friars got to sustain some possession.
Yeah, no shot clock. No shot clock, so you can hold the ball until you get a good shot. So you'll see a lot of work around the perimeter. Lee with the basketball here. Kicked into the corner, up fake. Back up top. It's Zorovich. She'll get underneath. Hook pass up top. 3-ball. Dre off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Schultens. Schultens for 2. Alyssa Schultens puts the Friars up 2-1.
Great ball movement, sending it low to high too as well, but then finding it in the paint for the rebound opportunity.
And there's a turnover, and that'll be a foul called on Katara Watson, knocking down Heaven Lee. Or I guess Heaven fell down, and then Watson fell on top of her for the foul. So first foul on Watson. I was watching Fenwick before the game, because obviously this is the first game we've done for either team. I was watching them in their warm-ups, and a lot of ball movement. That high to low, as you mentioned, Mike, the ball up top, down onto the post, and then right back out was something they were working really hard on, and it leads to some open looks like this. A 3. The bank is open for Zoe Dre. She cans the 3, and it's 5-1.
Beautiful work there, and I didn't need too much ball movement right there. They were able to just get that in the corner and sink the long 3.
3 the other way by Drain is no good, but the Huskies pick up the offensive rebound. Watson will just step into a 3 herself. She back rims it, and Schultens with the board. Good start here for the Friars. They're up 5-1. Heaven Lee drives, gets tied up. Ball gets taken away from her. She dribbled into a triple team there. Now the other way. Drain. She gets tied up. Ball gets stolen. Heaven Lee has it poked away, and this isn't good for the Huskies. That's the second foul already on Katara Watson, their leading scorer. She's got 2 already, so she's got to come out of the game, and coming in will be Eliana Brucato.
And both fouls on the offensive side of the court there. You don't really want to have to take those unless you can really stop an attack down in your end.
That second foul, that one there wasn't a bad foul. That was going to be a 2-on-0 breakaway the other way, but you see that passing underneath and just rushing the shot a little bit with Schultens as she airmails the 8-foot baseline jumper. Drain will back it out. She'll swing it around to Chesney. Chesney holds with 5:06 left. Now man-to-man defense. Friars employing here as that ball's thrown away. Another turnover for the Huskies. 4:56 left to go in the first quarter. 5-1. Friars with a quick lead.
That was Marie Spencer throwing that ball out. She's the tallest on the court, sitting at 6 foot, and has that height and that range, but just throwing it over her teammates in the paint, out of bounds.
Lee gets into the paint. She'll throw it up, comes up short. It's saved, though, by the Friars. Back out to Schultens. She picks up her dribble and gets it back out to Lee, who will slow things down. Lee now near wing. Zorovich back up top. Heaven. Right in the middle. Foul line jumper is good by Schultens. Good start here by Alyssa Schultens. She's got 4, and it's 7-1.
Great ball movement once again from the Friars. It seems as though if things are moving through your point guard, Heaven Lee, things are going to go well for you, and she's at that top of the key, really dictating the offense there when she has a couple turnovers, but we're going to get a whole new slew of players on the court.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. 30-second timeout called for by the Huskies. And you said it, Mike, the Friars. We talked about you and I doing mostly hockey. Well, the Friars are pulling a hockey change here. They're swapping out 5 for 5. But a good first 4 minutes for the Fenwick Friars. 4 points for Elisa Schultens, 3 for Zoe Dre. They're out to a 7-1 lead, and a good start for us as well here at Fenwick High School. You like to come in and, from a broadcaster perspective, there's all the talk about the broadcaster jinx, right? Like, you hate to come in and watch the team that you're calling the game for get blown out. So it's nice to see a good start here for the home team as they're up 7-1 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. As we're ready to come back out, and it looks like for OPRF, Tegan Smith will check in. And for Fenwick, we'll see Eleanor Gibson, Avani Williams, who's the team's leading scorer, Cami Molis out there, along with Grace Masterson, and Lucy McAllister. I had to wait for her to turn around so I could see her. Elbow over onto the wing, baseline jumper, rolls around and falls through for Avani Williams. So she comes in and makes an impact right away. Avani averaging about 14 a game. She gives her team a 9-1 lead here.
That's huge when your second line coming in can be that leading scorer. You got that depth that comes off the bench. It's always, they talk about that sixth man. And this one, in this case, it's the sixth lady coming in big.
6 through 10.
Yes.
Pass underneath, up with the right hand on the left side of the basket is no good for Drain. She gets the rebound, though, lays it up and in. It's 9-3. A lot of contact underneath, no call, though. Molis will take the three and drill it. Huge Cami Malice. Yeah, Cami Malice, absolutely no delay there. Walks into the three. Good first quarter here. It's 12-3. Friars with the lead, and that ball's thrown away. It'll go back over to Fenwick with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left.
Just a little bit of miscommunication from Chesney and Drain there. That leads to Fenwick getting the ball back, but a huge response a moment ago as that rebound control wasn't there defensively, but they sink the three.
We talk about senior night here at Fenwick. The team's leading scorer is just a sophomore. So that bodes well for the Friars here. A deep three this time, rattles around and out by Molis, but picking up the rebound is Williams, and hand it off to Cami. Cami throwing it around to Gibson. Gibson down underneath for Masterson, and Grace back up top. Working down low, right-handed sweep shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Masterson. She gets it, finds Gibson as her shot blocked. That's going to be a foul on the Huskies, and Eleanor Gibson will go to the free throw line.
Huskies wanted to travel right there. May have almost gotten that call, but instead they foul on the shot, and it goes the other way for them.
Yeah, I think the reason the travel wasn't called there is because neither player had firm possession of the basketball.
Right. It may not have been a full 3 steps either once there was possession established. So get your feet set and make the pass to the teammate.
First free throw for Eleanor is up and good. The lefty with her first point of the game. Into the game for the Huskies, it's Marie Spencer who's checked back in for Sella Backeberg. 13-3. Friars with an early lead. Second free throw attempt for Gibson. Averaging about 7.5 a game. 1 out of 2. Offensive rebound, though. McAllister. Lucy backs her way in. Shot comes up short. And the Huskies come out the other way. Brucato flipping it over the top, but it's another bad pass, another giveaway, another turnover for the Huskies. Gibson near wing, back up top. Williams. Williams high post. Masterson bounces it over to Molis. Back rims the three. And we're gonna get a foul called here. Nope, we're gonna get a tie-up and possession arrow going to the Huskies. Cami Molis is not shy. She gets an open look and she's letting it go.
Now this Friars offense not shy to go down low and get gritty even in the paint, even if they don't have the ball, but Huskies will come up with this possession. I think on that last free throw, that's as quiet as this crowd has been since the announcement of the seniors for senior night. So a lively atmosphere definitely playing into it.
So they did call a foul there. That was on Grace Masterson, her first, but now a turnover the other way. Up ahead to Avani Williams. Misses the layup. Offensive rebound, no good. Williams picks up the second offensive rebound, though. Molis swinging it around Gibson. Eleanor with a 3-ball, no good. And we're going to get another foul on the Friars here. I think it's going to go on Masterson again. That'll be her second, and she'll have to take a seat here.
That was unfortunate. That was just as the Huskies were picking up the ball. Otherwise, that would have been a 50-50 ball right there. But once again, Fenwick, good ball movement, but even better on the rebound control. You see that 2-on-1 break. They don't get the first shot. There's a layup opportunity and a third opportunity that gets thrown back out and to the top of the key. Nothing went in, but you like the aggressiveness there from the Friars.
Attacking that glass, right? You can crash the boards, as they say. Some backcourt pressure put on for the Friars. Here up 13-3 with 1:38 left in the first quarter. Quick outlet pass to Spencer, and she's going to be called for steps.
Got to be aware of that as you're moving the ball up on a quick rush like that. She had teammates to go to. Not sure if she had a lane for the pass there, but too many steps as well, traveling.
Gibson to Molis, and that's a bad pass stolen away by Drain. Drain will lay it up and in. So Taryn Drain has got 4 of the 5 for the Oak Park River Forest Huskies. It's 13-5 with a minute and change left. Up top, McAllister. McAllister wings Schultens. Now Williams. Avani, 3-ball from the top of the key off the front of the rim. Saved there over her back. That was Schultens. Saves it to Williams. Really deep 3 by Molis. No good. And another offensive rebound by Schultens. She throws it into the backcourt, though, and that's going to be over and back on Fenwick. So the Friars, Mike, they're up 8 here, but some unforced errors. This thing could easily be 13 or 14 points.
And they went right back to that 3-ball after it didn't work the first time. So getting aggressive and really wanting those points. But, wow, what a save. You talk about it in the corner. It was almost a deja vu play if that ball hadn't backcourted.
Chesney will drive with her left. Comes up short on the first shot, gets her offensive rebound and puts it up and in. Gabriella Chesney, her first basket of the game, and that's 4 straight for the Huskies. It's 13-7. Ronnie Williams. McAllister back up top. Schultens holds with 26 seconds left. Almost another giveaway there. Gibson will hold. It looks like Friars maybe holding for 1 here. Gibson, the crossover, gets into the paint. The left hand, she can't finish, but she'll go to the free throw line. Little killer crossover a la Tim Hardaway there.
Yeah,
for Eleanor Gibson to get herself into the paint.
Beautiful little Euro step right there. Gets the layup, gets fouled, draws that free throw. So that's huge for the Friars because this Huskies team has come alive recently. And of course, Aaron, we know it's a game of runs. You don't want to let them in too much. You've been going for a lot of long balls. Just get your points where you can. You've been aggressive in the paint. Work on that, and that's exactly what they did driving right there.
You saw the replay there. Just a pretty little crossover right at the foul line to get into the paint. She missed the first free throw, though, so it's 13-7. Gibson 1 of 3 from the stripe so far today. Trying to put her team up by 7 if she can sink this. It is in and out, but the offensive rebound is saved underneath to McAllister, but then it's another giveaway. Yeah, and right there, though, to take the ball away is Gibson. She turns it over. Little back and forth action here, and the clock will expire. So the first 8 minutes in the books here from Fenwick. Good start for the Friars. They lead 13-7 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a minute. Back here, second quarter, 13-7. Friars with the lead. Mike, good first quarter for Fenwick. They up by 6 after 8 minutes. Could have been a whole lot worse for the Huskies, but some self-inflicted mistakes by the Friars. The ball's thrown up from the wing, and we're going to get a foul called. I think that's going to go on Maurice Spencer. We'll see. Yep, that will be on Maurice Spencer, her first. But yeah, good first quarter for the Friars there, Mike, especially the first, 6 minutes of that first quarter. The offense was flowing. They had some open looks.
Yeah, no kidding. We have Zorovich at the top of the key now instead. Usually we have Heaven Lee there.
They went back to their starting 5. And we'll get a travel call. Ooh, tough call there on Alex Perda, who has just checked in. Didn't see many steps there, but baseline officials saw something. So just underway here in the second quarter. And back into the game is Katara Watson. She had 2 fouls. Heaven Lee gets in, just takes the ball out of her hands. And we're going to get a jump ball, and possession arrow will go to the Friars.
Yeah, Heaven Lee just
Quick
being
hands,
aggressive.
Right? Yeah.
Both top of the key members for both the Friars and the Huskies have been really pressuring high in this game, and Heaven Lee will be at the back of the top now again, bringing this back up.
1-on-1, Heaven Lee being guarded by Backeberg. So a pair of ones, that's a reach in, no call though. Swung around up top, Perda. Perda now far wing. Back up top, Molis will take the 3. Loose, Cami Molis drills her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 6, 16-7. Friars here with the lead. Driving is Watson, and we're going to get a foul down low before the shot. Going to go on Zorovich for Madison, her first.
Huskies will go to the line here. They haven't seen too much of this.
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yep, you get you go to the free throw line with, I think it's 7 in the first half, and
yes.
Just a breakdown defensively. Unfortunate for the Friars that the Huskies missed the layup. Lee pushing, gets it right back. Evan up top. We'll back it out. Got a double screen coming. Which way is she going to go? To the right. Uses the screen from Molis. Cami again. Yes, sir. Cami Molis feeling it here in the second quarter. She's got a pair of 3s. And the Huskies want to talk about it. A 6-0 run to start the second quarter. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to step aside. Friars up 19-7. So Cami Molis absolutely feeling it here. She's got 3 threes, and this one sent us to timeout here. She takes the ball up high, no hesitation, drills it. She's got 9. It's a 12-point Friar lead here, 19-7, 6.5 minutes left to go first half.
She's been clutch from the top of the key from outside that three-point line, and now the Huskies will have to respond. There's a turnover.
Another turnover. Perda backing in. Now back out. Heat check 3. Why not? Misses the shot, but an offensive rebound. Perda now in the corner. There's a 3 ball from the corner up and no good. That was Dre. Another offensive rebound by Alex Perda. She gets into the paint. Can't get it up over the rim. And the ball's knocked away from Chesney, but it ends up in the hands of Watson, excuse me. She gets knocked down.
Yeah, that was on the break there, but she was getting hounded at the top of the key by Heaven Lee as well.
And that's who the foul's going to be on. First foul on Heaven. Checking back in for OPRF is Ileana Brucato.
Gabriella Chesney looking for that outlet pass right there. She has Watson. Watson underneath and makes that, gets the and one.
Watson a little out of control, but she was able to get it up over Heaven Lee, and that's why she leads the team in scoring. That's her first basket of the game, and it's 19-9 as Watson will go to the free throw line where she's 1 of 2. Watch it here again as she gets lost baseline. Free throw is up and good. 19-10.
Lee moving this ball up very quickly, and the Friars go back on the offensive.
Yep, here's Lee in the paint. Yeah, Lee scoops, misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Drain. Tries the long pass, but easily intercepted by Zoe Dre. Almost dragged that pivot foot, and you hear Lene Ferguson, the head coach, yelling, slow down, as she doesn't want her team to rush here.
They rushed on the last pressure and got to slow down their offense a little bit here and move the ball like they do really well on this side of the court.
Almost gives it away. It's picked up, though, by Dre. Zoe, she'll hold. Lee in the corner. Heaven, baseline jumper up, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Friars. Back to Lee. Now she up fakes. Little 12-foot jumper by Heaven is pure. Heaven Lee's first bucket of the game puts the Friars up 21-10 with 5 minutes left here in the first half.
Gets the job done, gets the Friars back to where they need to be, but now it's Watson once again commanding this offense.
Near corner, Drain for 3, no good. Rebound hauled down by Zoe. Lee.
Up to Molis.
Molis, yeah, why not? Another 3. That one's front rimmed by Cammie, and rebound for the Huskies the other way. Chesney. It's Tegan Smith tries the interior pass. Yeah, good hands by Heaven Lee to get in that passing lane. And we're going to have mass substitution, so bear with me here while I learn these Fenwick Friars. Eleanor Gibson into the game. Lucy McAllister back in, along with Avani Williams. And there was one more sub, and I'm not sure who it was. It was Giovanni Del Torre, excuse me. And there's another turnover.
Just lost on the hands. Yep. That's a tough one for Stella Blackenberg.
Yep. Just off her hands. Those are the careless turnovers you can't afford, especially when you're down double digits.
I've seen a couple possessions from the Huskies like that in the offensive zone where, they just have that ball with them and
you just throw it away, right?
Yeah, you can't lose those.
Here's a 3 from the corner is missed, but Williams pulls down the rebound. Lee. Heaven Lee for 3. Nope. It's tipped. Nice tip there by Dre to get it back around top. Eleanor Gibson. Avani Williams' elbow jumper is good. That's a sweet jumper for Avani. She's got 4, and it's 23-10. Right back the other way. Right to the basket. Blocked underneath by Dre. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Now we're going to have a foul called here on the Friars. I think that's going to go on Avani Williams. It will. On Avani, that is her first. Back in for the Huskies. We have number 13. I don't have a 13 on my roster, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was Eliana Brucato, excuse me, that was going to throw that in. Yep.
Pass underneath. Shot at the rim, missed by Watson.
Watson's been crucial for the Huskies right down in that zone right there.
Del Torre in the corner. Williams 3-ball. Nope. And almost another offensive rebound. The ball's down on the floor. We got a tie up. And I think it'll be possession arrow Huskies. No, we're going to get a timeout called by the Friars. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. This is the first ever Fenwick basketball game powered by Shellen Sports Media. My name's Aaron Shellen. My broadcast partner is Mike Napolitano. And then I certainly don't want to leave out our producer, Matt Donnelly, who's doing an excellent job making sure that you guys have stats and replays and everything else. So we're the 3-man crew here bringing you Fenwick Friars girls basketball. I'll be back here on February 13th for Senior Day for the boys. I won't have Mike with me. I'll have another one of my broadcast partners with me for that. And then we'll be around. We'll be around for spring sports, some baseball, some softball, maybe some other stuff too. Looking forward to it.
It'll be exciting.
It will be a lot of fun. And again, it's been great. The relationships, the conversations I've had with really everybody here have been terrific. Bonnie Williams open look at a three from the top of the key, comes up short. Go out of bounds. Ball will go over to OPRF.
Well, Friars like that long ball. Even though they can move the ball around well, they haven't driven too much unless they've needed to, but it's going to be the Huskies taking this back up. It'll be Watson once again from the top.
You get those open looks, you may as well take them. Drain. Hands it off to Watson. She falls down. That's a travel. She loses the basketball, gets it over to Drain, though. Drain at the foul line, spins. Nowhere to go, gives the ball away. Here comes Zorovich. Or excuse me, that's McAllister. Lucy McAllister misses the layup down at the other end. And now trapped is Watson. And
Watson just threw that off of Giovanna Del Torre.
Yeah, smart play. You get trapped along the sideline. That is a smart play as Gabriella Chesney will come back in. So under 3 minutes left here in the first half. 23-10, Friars with the lead.
Oh,
pass
nice
underneath.
Pass into the paint.
Yeah, a little bit of a wild shot there by Drain, and then getting the offensive rebound is Marie Spencer. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Got to be careful if you're Fenwick because Huskies have really tried to drive to that paint a couple more times as of late. They're drawing fouls. They're going to the line. You don't want to give them too many points from the stripes here.
Bonnie Williams, her second foul, so she's probably coming out here. You don't want her to pick up that third in the first half. First free throw in and out. Williams will come out, and Cami Molis will come back in. So still 23-10. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in half number one. Second free throw attempt for Spencer is up and good. Marie's first point of the game, 23-11.
OPRF has that rumble when the Friars are at the line. Maybe Fenwick needs a little bit of that from the crowd.
Eleanor Gibson into the paint, throws it up with the left hand, and for Eleanor, she's got 4 points. That's her first basket. It's 25-11, excuse me. Drain backing it out. She'll just take a three from the top of the key, off the backboard, no good. Rebound Gibson. Eleanor pushes, flips it over the top to Del Torre. Del Torre with the right hand. Bit of a wild shot as she was falling out of bounds.
Look out on the
outlet
breakaway
pass,
here.
Backenberg. She misses. Right there is Watson. She cleans it up, though. Katara Watson lays it up and in. She has 5. It's 25-13 with 2 minutes left.
Gibson now moving with it. You got the pick and roll there at the top.
Gibson throwing it over to Molis. Molis misses the three that time. And
that one just tailed as she shot it, so not even going towards the basket. But she's been clutch from that three-point line. The Friars still moving it nicely.
Tegan Smith back in. Yeah, Molis with 9 points. She leads the way. Only averaging 8 a game, so she's already over her season average here in the first half.
Drain's going to dictate the offense here. The Huskies have done a nice job of getting those rebounds down low as of late.
Shots blocked underneath by Gibson, and we're going to get a foul, I think, on Fenwick. So it'll be a couple of shots for the Huskies. Who's this one on? That's going to be on Eleanor Gibson. Eleanor's first. Tegan Smith at the free throw line for a pair. First free throw by Tegan's up and good.
Well, the Huskies have been driving more as of late, and it's either resulted in some layups that they can add to their tally, or they're going to the line here. So if you're the Fenwick, you got to find a way to get more of those rebounds or box them out from your paint.
Tegan Smith hits them both. Leads back to 10, 25-15. About 90 seconds left in the first half.
Gibson dictating the offense.
Directing traffic for sure. She gets into the paint. That's a foul. She got hit on the arm. No call. But a steal, a giveaway. Missing the shot right at the rim, though, is Molis. Ooh, Cami wasn't far enough out to make that shot. She was too close to the baskets. We're going to get a foul on the Friars. That's going to go on Giovanni Del Torre. And fouls starting to pile up here on the Friars in the first half. Back to the free throw line. Go the Huskies. It'll be Taryn Drain.
That was as the ball was coming to Drain. So, yeah, just a collision as the rock is getting there, and she'll go to the line.
Minute 18 left. Friars with a 10-point lead. Oof, that free throw line drive catches the back of the rim and just falls in for Taryn Drain. She has 5.
Didn't have much of an arc, but hit that back of the rim and went right in. There's a quiet stadium
Second
right there.
one's
For
missed.
that one.
Yep. Second shot is missed, and Lucy McAllister with a rebound. Minute 10. Friars up 9. Gibson to her left. Throws it underneath. McAllister has the shot blocked by Spencer. Maurice Spencer finds Drain. Drain holds it up high. Now Watson on the wing. Back to Drain underneath, and there's an easy layup for Taryn Drain. And the Huskies working their way back into this one, 25-18 with 41 seconds left.
Got to find a way to slow down Drain, maybe even get some more offense yourself. Fenwick moving the ball and driving is
Gibson up and under. She tried. It looked like it went in. It actually came up from underneath the basket.
27 to go here.
In the corner, open look at a three. Chesney is no good. It's over the back on Spencer, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Friar basketball with 21 seconds left. The lead's down to 7. This is a 5-0 run for the Oak Park River Forest Huskies, as you assume the Friars will hold for the last shot here, up 7. Gibson using the screen. She'll kick. Open look at a three. Masterson, no good. Offensive rebound by Alex Perda. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line with 8 seconds left. And Mike, I mean, it's a 7-point game, but the Friars have been dominating that offensive glass here so far in the first half. If they could just finish some of these shots right at the rim, this game would be 15 or 20 right now, not 7.
A couple of tough bounces, and they've gotten their rebounds too. It's just a matter of getting the points as well that come with it.
Perda misses the first.
Just bricked that one on the edge of the rim there, so just a little bit more arc on this next one. But as I mentioned, OPRF, they've got this sideline doing a little bit of a rumble, trying to throw off the shot here too.
Second free throw by Perda. That one's good. Perda picks up her first point, leads back to 8, 26-18. 8 seconds left.
Here's a shot.
Go up top, Chesney. Chesney at the horn, off the backboard, no good. And we are through 16 minutes here at Fenwick High School. Good first half for the Friars. We'll go to the break with Fenwick leading OPRF 26-18. Mike and I will be back with second half action here in just a few minutes. Back here at the half, Friars with a 26-18 lead over Oak Park River Forest. My name's Aaron Shellen, my broadcast partner Mike Napolitano, and Matt Donnelly spinning the dials in between the two of us down here at courtside. And good first half for the Friars, Mike. Cami Molis in that first quarter into the second was really electric, right? She was not shy about taking those threes. She knocked them home. She leads all scorers in this first half with 9 points, all on the three ball. And the three was falling early for the Friars. It wasn't falling quite as much towards the end of the second quarter, and that's what allowed the Huskies, along with the Huskies being a little bit more aggressive offensively. And we'll see Molis here being not shy as she gets the open look at that three from the top of the key. One of 3 threes for Cami. And Mike, the Huskies, you talked about this. They got a little bit more aggressive attacking the rim in that second quarter. Allowed them to finish strong and cut a 15-point lead down to 8 here as we start the third quarter.
You mentioned not as many threes in that second quarter for the home side of things, so they got to get back to scoring because they let the Huskies in a little bit more in that second quarter.
Well, here's a steal and a giveaway. Avani Williams will go coast to coast. She has it stripped. Good hands there. That was Taryn Drain, and Drain had a big first half for the Huskies. She had 7. Here's a three from the corners off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, Molis.
Dictated a lot of that offense for the Huskies, but the Friars have played a very similar offensive style as the Huskies thus far.
And they're moving the ball so well. You feel like they can get open shots whenever they want them. They just have to be able to hit them.
There's
like
the three.
that right there. Cami Molis with her 4th 3-ball of the game. She's got 12. It's 29-18. Right back the other way.
All alone in
underneath,
front.
2-on-1. Missing the layup, though, was Brucato, and now the other way are Fenwick, as they're up 29-18, 11-point lead. And they work the ball to that high post, and they're getting open look after open look. They get Avani Williams down low. She'll step away, take the little 10-foot baseline jumper, no good. The ball's scooped over to Katara Watson. Watson averaging 14 a game, has just 4 tonight.
Missed pass there into the paint, so
good hands by the Friars to knock the ball away from Taryn Drain. But
it looks like we're going to get a foul on that one, so
that's going to be side out of bounds for Oak Park River Forest. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Drain trying to work it into Watson. Katara Watson, Heaven Lee getting tangled up here a little bit. Watson's got about 6 inches on Heaven. She'll get the ball in, and Lee's right up in her grill. Drain holds high. She'll just take a deep 3 off the rim, no good. And a tie-up and possession arrow.
The 3-ball hasn't gone well for the Huskies throughout this game, but they've moved the ball into the paint a lot better, I think, than Fenwick has. Fenwick's got some good ball movement, but a lot of it has to do with the perimeter play.
Yeah, they haven't made a 3-pointer in this game yet, and that's really the difference. Friars have 5 threes. They're up 11. Underneath Williams, Avani up fakes, gets into the paint, has her shot blocked by Watson, and then Williams pushes her over. And that'll be the 3rd foul on Avani Williams. She's going to have to come out here, and that's frustration right there for Avani. She had a couple of open looks here to start the second half, both from each baseline, and not able to finish on either end. And she's getting a talking to by Lene Ferguson as she comes to the bench. As some backcourt pressure being put on by the Huskies, and they turn it over.
High pressure.
Zorovich in the corner. Gibson underneath, laid up and in. Lucy McAllister. Good start to this second half by the Friars, and there's another turnover. A quick 5-0 run to start the second half, and the Huskies are going to take a timeout on the court. Is it going to be a 30-second or is it going to be a full? It's going to be 30 seconds, so we're going to keep it here. And, Mike, that ball movement for the Friars has been pretty impressive. I said this a minute ago, you feel like they can get an open look every single time they come up court. They're just going to hit a couple of them. And
yeah, I mean, it hasn't just been that ball movement. It's been their high pressure. They're not even letting the Huskies get out of their defensive side. So, I mean, that's been forcing a lot of turnovers, and we've seen the Huskies just throw possession away time and time again here, and that's because they're frantic and trying to figure out the defense for Fenwick.
The Friars have forced some turnovers, and we're going to take another quick look here at the fourth three ball of the game by Cami Molis. And this one from the near corner. She's got 12, leading all scores. And that's been a shot that has worked tonight. And yeah, Mike, the Friars have forced a number of OPRF turnovers, but the Huskies have also committed a large number of unforced, just throwing the ball away like we saw on that last possession. They're really struggling with the pressure from the Friars. So the Friars will inbound here. Heaven Lee in the corner. It's worked in, down low. Backing her way in is McAllister. Lucy comes up short on the shot. Rebound Drain. She'll push. Taryn Drain gets it tipped away from behind. Another turnover. This one tipped away by McAllister.
Good backtracking there by McAllister to recognize the easy tip opportunity there, and it's going to be Lee from the top once again.
I like her getting back defensively as Molis attempts another three. That one's no good. And that'll be a jump ball possession arrow going to the Huskies. I like Lucy getting back defensively. You know, you miss a shot from in close like that, you can let that get to you a little bit.
She didn't give up
on the play. She got back defensively, got her team another possession as the Friars will put pressure on in the backcourt. This time it's broken by Chesney, but stolen away by McAllister. Lucy, quick hands. Back-to-back steals for Lucy McAllister. Heaven Lee. And that's going to be a foul on Taryn Drain. Yeah, a lot of contact there at the top of the key. Drain commits the foul on Eleanor Gibson as Eliana Brucato comes back into the game.
We talked about the Friars trying to stop that last pass that the Huskies are trying to make into their paint, and they did a nice job right there of just cutting off that cross pass.
Quick hands for the Friars here today, and it's going to be a 5-second call, just too much dribbling from Madison Zorovich there, and you got to do something with the basketball. You can dribble for 4, then you can move for 4, and then you can stand there and do nothing for 4, but if you don't do anything for 5, that's turnover. So back the other way, and another unforced turnover just right through the hands, Mike, of Gabriella Chesney.
Yeah. That's just not what the Huskies need right now. You see the frustration in Chesney's face, but they had a nice play just earlier. You had, I believe it was Watson. No, was it Brucato that wasn't allowing the roll on that last possession for the Friars.
Zorovich in the corner. Molis 3. Cami Molis absolutely feeling it tonight. 5 threes for Cami. She's got 15. The lead is ballooned to 16 at 34-18.
15 for number 15, and all by threes, as you mentioned. That's huge.
Season average of 8. She's almost doubled her season average here. We still have 12 and a half minutes left to play, and that's going to be an offensive foul called on Taryn Drain, the moving screen, the second foul on Drain.
You see this frustration in her face after that one. She's just standing there with her arms crossed. Can't believe it.
4:31 left, and the Friars up 16. Still plenty of time left, but again, with no shot clock in high school basketball, you can be patient with things now offensively with a big lead.
The JV team.
Gibson up top, leaving Molis wide open, but she misses that one.
The JV team gets their win with 34 points on the day, and varsity has already hit that. We've still got 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
JV was actually I believe it was 23-23 at one point, and then a run at the end of the game by the JV team to walk away with a 10-point win. As we're gonna have a hockey change here in a minute.
Yeah, full five.
Yeah, full 5 coming in. We'll get a foul called on the Friars. That's gonna be on Eleanor Gibson. For Eleanor, that's her second. And we'll have
change now.
5 new players in. Zoe Dre into the game, along with Giovanna Del Torre, Lisa Schultens. Who else we got? Avani Williams is in the game. And I'm missing someone as we get a 3-pointer from the top of the key that's no good. Grace Masterson is into the game.
Recovery there.
Avani Williams pulls down the rebound. See if Avani can get started here. She's only got 4 points. She's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, coming out of the game was Leanne Gibson, so Williams will be at the top of the key for the offense.
Shot missed by Del Torre at the rim and go out of bounds. It'll be Husky basketball. Threes are wild, 3 minutes, 33 seconds left. I was looking at the banners here when I was here meeting with the athletic director here at Fenwick earlier in the week, and I didn't know Corey Maggette went to school here.
Oh.
Former Duke superstar, played for the Clippers in the NBA.
I was not aware of that either.
Pass underneath, good quick hands by Masterson. It ends up in the hands of Dre. Zoe will flip it over to Avani Williams. Williams will come over here into the corner right in front of us. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Avani to her left, gets into the paint, steps around. The shot's no good. Some contact, no call. Offensive rebound, though, pulled down by Schultens. Now Del Torre in the paint. She misses.
Just a hook shot, but she got her hands in on that one, so Huskies will retain possession here.
Marie Spencer will come back into the game as the Huskies have 6 out there, and Eliana Bucato will sit down. Still 34-18, 2:47 left. Katara Watson slowly up court.
Huskies have to really control their offensive push here. They've given up the ball kind of frivolously on the last several.
A lot of contact there. No foul called. I think Friars caught a break. There was a lot of contact underneath on Tegan Smith.
OPRF bench was up in an uproar after that one.
Passed into the corner. 3 from the corner is no good by Dre. And we'll have a foul there. I think that's going to be on Avani. Yep, that's going to be her 4th. Avani Williams, 4 fouls here today. She's going to have to take another seat. Back in will be Cami Molis.
We'll see if Molis ends up being the driver for this Fenwick offense. I mean, she's been leading in points, of course, but most of it's been from the corner where she's draining those threes.
Driving is Watson. She'll step into a jumper, and she's going to draw a foul there as she was floating to her right, and that foul is going to be called on Grace Masterson. For Grace, that's her 3rd. So a little bit of foul trouble for Fenwick here as we approach the end of quarter number 3. And we'll watch Katara Watson here again as she just comes to her right and throws the jumper up, gets the foul call. She makes the first free throw.
And that's an odd one because the Huskies haven't been great from 3 today. So to be able to shoot that one, looking for it to, of course, go in, but then earning the foul after that, that's huge for the Huskies.
Watson hits them both. She has 8. It's 34-20. Fenwick with the lead.
It's Molis.
Molis swings it up top. Masterson. Masterson near wing. Molis now in the corner. Schultens will take the baseline jumper. No good. Tegan Smith with the rebound. Pushing this time, Katara Watson. She'll just step into a long 3 that skims the front of the rim. Rebound falls to Schultens. And now Molis the other way.
Molis not.
They're leaving her wide open. Yeah, Cami, go ahead. Why not? Cami Molis.
Absolutely.
With 6 3-balls in the game. And I don't know what Oak Park River Forest saw there, but they left Molis wide open as she came up court. That's an easy bucket for number 15. She has 18 points.
Huskies moved the ball well with a bounce pass, but they still took the shot from out wide, and once again, not going for them. On that last one, I'm not sure if you think Molis is out of her usual position, so she's not going to shoot from there. But
no, you give a 3-point shooter an open look, she's going to take it, and she has been electric tonight with 18 points. Friars have 37, so Cami's got about half the scoring production for Fenwick here today, but they've needed it. Masterson swung around Molis. Molis underneath Della Torre. Back to Cami. Schultens, she'll hold with 55 seconds left. Back to Molis. Masterson was wide open in the corner. They didn't make the pass. Instead, they get it underneath to Della Torre, and she doesn't finish.
Quick turnaround the other way.
Yep, Chesney tries to find Backeberg. It's tipped away by Grace Masterson, and we've seen that a number of times. Grace getting back defensively, getting those hands in passing lanes, knocking the ball away.
That's great awareness on defense to be able to track back right there.
40 seconds left, 37-20. Backeberg gets it in, drained. She'll take the 3 that's long. Offensive rebound Thrown up top for Spencer. Now swung around Backerberg. Her three is tipped. Ends up in the hands of Drain. She gets into the paint, has it ripped out of her hands. Up ahead, Molis. Molis steps three. Yes, sir! Cami Molis! She's got 7 3-pointers, 21 in the game. And the Friars are doubling up the Huskies. It's 40-20. Right back the other way comes Drain. She misses the shot. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay. OPRF basketball with 8 seconds left. Well, this has been the Cami Molis show here tonight. 7 3-pointers for the senior guard. Ball's worked in. Thrown in the middle here. Drain over to Brucato, who sticks the jumper. And that will do it here for the third quarter. But the fans wanted to see a show. They've seen one from number 15 in black, Cami Molis. 7 3-point field goals through 3 quarters. Fenwick's up 40-22 after 3. Back here for quarter number 7. And we got a whole bunch of highlights that we've clipped in this game, but the majority of them are from this young lady right here, Cami Molis. She has been absolutely unconscious tonight. 7 3-point shots. That's her most recent. Cami Molis, 21 points through 3 quarters. The Friars are up 40-22. She's almost outscored the Huskies by herself. She has 21. The Huskies have 22. And there's almost a steal by Heavenly. Bounce down underneath Watson. She throws it up off the backboard and in. Katara Watson has got 10. It's 40-24. Watson the first Husky in double figures.
Lee's going to move this ball up, and the Friars are going to go back to work moving this ball offensively, even in the paint.
High post to Perta, then right back out. Heavenly now in the corner. Zorovich back up to Heaven, and Fenwick is content to take their time, up 16 here.
Molis is
trying to get
free.
Molis off the screen, and they're going to get a offensive foul, a moving screen called here on Grace Masterson. On Grace, that's 4. So now Masterson with 4 and Avani Williams each with 4. And you can see they're doing everything they can, Mike, to get Cami Molis open. 16-point lead.
The Huskies have finally realized you've got to put a man on her at all times.
And we'll get another foul here as Katara Watson driving to the paint. Who's that one on? Is it going to be on Heavenly?
I believe so.
No, it'll be on number 15. That's going to be on Cami Molis.
That is on Molis, yeah.
She can't be on Cami. She does nothing wrong. Can't possibly be on Molis. Anyway, we'll get a couple of free throws here for Katara Watson. She has 10 tonight to lead OPRF. She front rims the first.
OPRF has started to move the ball better. It's when they make that initial pass. If they have the possession, they were getting a little frantic at the start of this. If they have that possession, they move the ball well, but most of their shots have been coming from outside, a little desperate to try to get back into this.
Their success in this game, Mike, and we talked about this at halftime, their success in this game has come when they've attacked the basket. They haven't hit a three-pointer yet tonight, so all of their success has been in the paint. Heaven Lee has her shot blocked. That'll fall down to Backerberg. Sella will push the other way for OPRF. Picks up her dribble, though, and that's going to be out of bounds. Fortunate for OPRF
Just
is
threw that one off of, I believe that was number 20, Grace Masterson.
that was off Masterson, and Grace was standing out of bounds when the ball hit her. So 15-point Friar lead with 6:49 left. Chesney gets it into Watson. She has her shot partially. They're going to call a foul.
I think that was ball.
And it's going to be on Masterson. Oh, excuse me, that's on 13. That's on Alex Pert. I thought that was on Masterson. That would have been her 5th. But more free throws here for Watson. And that's how Oak Park River Forest is going to get back into this, Mike. They haven't shown the ability to hit that outside shot. So they're going to get back into this game if the Friars foul and let them do it at the free throw line.
You understand the pressure and the frustration that mounts when you've got at one end Mullis just drilling threes at will. So if you can stop her defensively and then just chip away at this lead, I think that's going to be the best for OPRF.
Yep. Schulten's back in for Perta as the second free throw's up and no good. Rebounds down on the floor, and it's stolen away by Heaven Lee. Just rips it out of the hands.
Long pass
the other way to Masterson. Masterson finishes, and she's fouled. At that time, they've missed a bunch of layups in this game, Mike. That time you saw Grace take her time, corral the basketball, lay it in, and she got fouled at the same time. So Masterson will go to the free throw line. We'll watch it here again.
Oh, man. Yeah, we've talked about Mullis a lot here today, but Masterson, it's by committee here. And that's what the Friars really need in this game, especially with such a padded lead. Just keep at it. Huskies now going to have to try to move this ball quickly. 6:32 to go, so they have time. But they have to chip away at this, and that one sinks in. That was from number 22,
Watson again.
Watson. Fenwick now moving up with it.
So 42-28, 6:17 left. Up top, Masterson. Now Zorovich. Heaven Lee throws it underneath Schultens. She can't finish. Offensive rebound, though, is Zorovich underneath Masterson, and Grace will go right back to the free throw line.
Fenwick really pushing the offense even down low. We just talked about how they've struggled in that game, and that's been the Huskies' game thus far, but it looks as though the Friars are commanding every part of the arc.
It's going to be a Katara Watson. That's her 4th foul as well. Grace, the free throw line. That's 2. First free throw is in and out as Giovanni Della Torre is back in. Sitting down will be Madison Zorovich. Second free throw attempt for Masterson is good. Grace has got 3.
Huskies were looking to move that ball quickly off the rebound if it had come to them. They need points quickly.
And they get a shot in the paint, and that's going to be a blocking foul, and that's going to be it for Masterson. She's going to be called for the blocking foul. That'll be her 5th. Grace will have to sub out with 3 points, and they'll come back with Zoe Dre here. 43-28.
It's the senior at the line, Gabriella Chesney, who's going to take 2 shots here. Could get the Huskies within 13 points with 5:49 on the clock. It's definitely doable, but we talked about how they have to have that drive mentality that they've had all game and get their points chipping away, not only by maybe a couple layups, but also getting it to the line.
Chesney misses the first free throw. She's got a bucket today. She's got 2. Second free throw attempt for Chesney is front rim no good. Rebound Zoe Dre. So missing both. Lead still 15. Lee, very patient. Dribbling on the Friars logo at center court and throws the ball out of bounds. Second time we've seen Heaven do that today, Mike, where she's passed the ball without looking first.
Yeah, just tried that hook pass right there, and almost kind of what we've seen from the Huskies here today. And Fenwick, not typically known for that, but they'll give up the ball there.
Drain up top with 5.5 left. Chesney back to Drain. Drain with an open look at a three. Misses everything. Underneath is Watson. She has it blocked, taken away by Schulten. She falls down and is going to be pushed by, I think it's going to be on Taryn Drain. It will be on Drain. That's her third.
That's big possession-wise for the Friars. We're struggling to get that ball out of their own key, so
backcourt pressure now. Ball's worked in to Molis. Molis underneath Dre, and Zoe Dre will go to the free throw line. That's how you beat the press. You don't beat the press by dribbling. You beat the press by passing. And Fenwick Friars did it nicely there. Got the ball down court quickly, and it'll lead to free throws here for Zoe Dre, who has got 2 today.
With a 15-point lead, 5:09 to go in this game. You got to imagine you just want to try to keep pace with the Huskies. You know, don't let them get too many opportunities on your end. They're going to get their free throws, but you're going to get yours. So as long as you can match whatever they bring to the court right now, you're going to be in a comfortable position.
Dre looking for a pair at the free throw line. She has 5 as she hits them both. 45-28. Friars with a big lead as we approach the 5-minute mark. Watson, Drain on the near wing. High post, Spencer, double teamed. And Heavenly again, those quick hands by number 1 in black. But it ends up back in the hands of Watson. Watson swings it around Brucato. Brucato has it knocked away, but Chesney gets it back. Watson.
Thought about that long shot there, but it hasn't worked out for the Huskies.
Drain now with Heaven Lee all up in her business. Bounce pass, backdoor. Watson has it knocked away, and Lee comes out of the pack with it. And having to let the traffic go by and slow things down with 4:30 left.
Good hands from Fenwick to get the ball back. That's what they've been doing all
Torre.
day.
Yep, up top, Dre. Dre underneath, kicked out. Thrown back under. Della Torre has it blocked from behind. It'll stay Friars basketball. Yeah, that ball movement's been impressive by the Friars here this evening. Lead inbound, 4:18 left. Lee throws it behind Della Torre, but she picks it up before it rolls across midcourt. Lee.
Fenwick gets set up very quickly in this offensive zone. They all know where they're supposed to be and check in for each other.
Bounce pass underneath. Della Torre tries the shot up over her head and back to the basket, misses, and then down at the other end, a shot missed by Drain. She gets the offensive rebound, and she's fouled, and who's that going to be on? 35, that's Giovanna Della Torre. That's foul number 2 on Della Torre. Free throws upcoming for Taryn Drain, who has 7. She's been held scoreless here in the second half, though.
She'll go to the line, but she was frustrated that she just couldn't make that first shot. And she'll get her first sunk basket here, as you mentioned, in the fourth quarter from that free throw. She'll get another one here.
16-point Friar lead, under 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Trying to catch her breath there. Take some time. Helps her teammates out, too.
Back rim's the second. The ball's tipped around, and that's going to go.
That's going to be Huskies.
That's going to be Huskies basketball as Brucato tipped it off the hands of Zoe Dre. That's into Watson. Watson spinning on Lee, and Heaven will be called for the foul here.
Some high pressure from Fenwick defensively. Maybe a little too aggressive, but honestly, you're in a comfortable enough position where you can foul them, send them to the line in order to get the ball back. But
yeah, this foul discrepancy has been pretty outrageous, though. It's been more than a 2-to-1 difference in favor of Oak Park River Forest, yet they trail by 15 right now. So that shows you how well the Friars have played offensively here today.
Well, it's not just Molis. They've sunk their free throws when they've needed to, gotten a couple and ones, and honestly, it's come down to the Huskies missing their free throws, but they get them right there.
16 points for Watson. It's a 14-point lead. And that's going to be over the back. Yeah, you got to know where you are. Giovanni Della Torre was straddling midcourt, and she dropped it backwards to Heaven Lee. And those unforced turnovers, I mean, if anything is going to let OPRF back into it, it's going to be that. If you're Fenwick, get the ball across the timeline. move the basketball, get an open look, you take 20, 30 seconds off the clock. There's no shot clock, so it's just thrown into the opposite corner. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Delatorre with the rebound. Scoops it to Molis, and Molis back to Heaven Lee, who will trot up court. Go ahead, Mike.
See that desperation from the Huskies, still going for that long ball, but you just got to chip away. They were doing well, driving and getting those extra points off of those free throws, but they elect for the three there.
Delatorre misses the shot, and then tied up in the backcourt is Braccato, and it'll be Friar basketball. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left. Friars with a 14-point lead. Having lead inbound underneath their own baskets. Ball's thrown away on the inbound. Taryn Drain finds Watson. Watson behind the back. She thought about it and backs it out down to 3 minutes. Drain now to her right. Taryn jump step. Tries to hook it up with the right hand, is no good. Rebound, Zoe Dre.
Dre likes to just give that to Lee as she was
Smart
pressured,
move. Let your point guard bring the ball up court. Using the screen from Molis. Bounces it underneath. Good feed underneath to Dre. Zoe Dre counted and she's fouled. They had little screen and roll. They had Molis come off the screen, caused some confusion by the Huskies. Zoe rolled to the basket. Heaven Lee found her, and Dre laid it up and in. She's got 7 now. And a chance to give her team a 17-point lead if she can make this one. As Lee will sit down, and Zorovich is back in.
On the surface, it didn't look like that screen helped too much separate the defender, but it was just enough to get that bounce pass into the paint. And as you said, a layup with a chance at some extra points right here.
Dre misses the second. She's the team's second leading scorer with her 7. Of course, it's been the Cami Molis show tonight. She has 21 points on 7 3 balls as it's knocked out of bounds by the Friars with 2:29 left.
Good read on that play from Zoe Dre. Just tipping that ball out. It's going to just confuse this Husky offense a little bit more, and you got to try to pass that in. And look right there.
Yeah, tries to get it into Watson. It's taken away by Delatorre. And now up top with it, Zorovich. Oh, it's off the foot of Molis, and that's all right. She's entitled to make a mistake, given how she's played here this evening. You can take that. You can say, you know what, it's all right.
That one just got caught up in the shoes, an unfortunate clip on the pass, but
16-point lead though with 2 minutes left. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna hurt too much when it's all said and done. Pass in the paint to Drain. She'll scoop it up with the right hand. Taryn Drain now in double figures with 10. It's a 14-point lead, 47-33.
It was a good shot from Drain there, just kind of rolling it up off her fingertips. Almost didn't have too much room down low, but probably would have wanted the foul on top of it as they're running out of time.
Here's Molis. Yeah, Cammie steps back. Oh, she wanted it. Zorovich up top, and Lene Ferguson's going to take a timeout as that offensive possession was a little janky.
A little dicey
for Fenwick. We're going to take a quick break. 1:39 left to go. Fenwick comfortably ahead. Minute 39 left. Good timeout by Lene Ferguson, Mike. That offensive possession didn't really look all that smooth or comfortable, so Ferguson calls a timeout, sets something up for her girls here with 1:39 left. Just looking for a good possession, moving the basketball. If you can get a good shot, great. If not, kill some time. That's what you're looking to do here, up by 14 with 1:30 left. Zorovich into the paint. Madison with the left hand lays it up and in. Her first basket of the game.
Great awareness there to be able to drive through a completely open lane in the center right there.
Leads back to 16. Here's a three-pointer by Taryn Drain. Yeah, first of the game. I've been waiting to say this all night. Drain drains it from three. 49-36. Friars with the lead. Good screen. Good screen. Zorovich going downhill, and she's fouled and go to the free throw line. Really good screen by Elisa Schultens there to free up Zorovich, who got herself to the paint. Now she'll go to the free throw line.
That's huge for the Friars. They don't get the initial layup right there, but in order to contest that 3-point that the Huskies just made, you're going to get a couple shots from the line.
Yep, Zorovich hits the first. She has 3. Cami Molis leading the way with 21. Zoe Dre has 7. Schultens with 4. Zorovich with 3 as that ball misses, pulled down by Watson. She'll push as we hit 60. 14-point Friar lead. These should be back-to-back wins for the Friars here if they can finish this one off. At 3 off the backboard. Schultens with the board. Molis rolls it forward underneath.
Beautiful
laid
passing.
Up by Dre. She can't finish. Gets the rebound, though. Misses again. Yeah, good passing down court by the Friars as Dre commits probably an unnecessary foul, up by 14 with 40 seconds left.
She just smiled at her bench right there, kind of like, oops, did I do that?
And her coach is not smiling. Her coach is shaking her head.
Yeah, no.
And this is a good win for a couple reasons. It's a good win because it's a win, but it's also a good win from a coaching perspective because there were enough mistakes made in this game by the Friars where Lene Ferguson next practice can say, hey, we need to work on X, Y, and Z, as there's another free throw by Katara Watson. She has 17 tonight. 30 of the 37 have been scored by Katara Watson and Taryn Drain this evening. Second free throw is good.
A lot of mistakes from the Friars, but it's just been a game of more mistakes being made by the Huskies. And
seven three-pointers by Cami Molis.
That was what I was going to say next, and that's been the real difference in this one.
Driving and getting fouled is Giovanni Della Torre, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Getting those high fives from her teammates. A great late aggressive play for the Friars to get themselves a couple extra shots here with 28.5 just to kind of seal the deal here.
Now on senior nights, you like the seniors being able to get out there and make an impact. 12-point Friar lead with 29 seconds left. That's going to be the 5th foul on Taryn Drain, so she is out of the game with 13 points. Della Torre. First free throw around and out. So yeah, we'll be back again on February 13th for the boys. It's a Friday night, 7 p.m. start. Della Torre misses them both. But she keeps the ball in. What a play by Della Torre. And Zorovich is not able to finish, but then Schultens cleans it up. She's got 6. What a play by Della Torre to keep that ball in. Shots missed there.
Fenwick never quit on that play.
No. One more time, Molis finds Zorovich, laid up and in by Madison Zorovich. And that will do it. The Friars on senior night defeat Oak Park River Forest 54-38. And it was a senior who led things for the Friars tonight. Cami Molis, 7 3 balls, 21 points. She was feeling it, Mike, and she was the difference in this game with that outside shooting.
What a display from her. But honestly, the entire Friars team, they moved the ball well, got her open, and you were saying it to me off air. Anybody could have been open for this Friars team. It was just a matter of who was hot from behind that three-point line, and tonight it was Molis.
It was Cami Molis leading the way with 21 points for the Friars. That's going to do it here from Fenwick High School. For my broadcast partner, Mike Napolitano, for our incredible director, Matt Donnelly, my name's Aaron Shellen. Friars win 54-38. Have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. Take care.